Happy Thanksgiving week. And you know what families do on Thanksgiving week? They eat on a feast and they go shopping for great deals, and some even go to the movie theaters. And the movie that's doing the best at the box office is The Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2. Oh yeah, I've never seen that. Mockingjay Part 1 was so awful. So, since it was so awful, I didn't watch Part 2. Or they could have just made it one big movie. But instead, they didn't. So, that's why I didn't saw Part 2. Instead, I saw Creed. This movie was like the best movie ever. I'm just being sarcastic, but it was amazing. It's just the original movie, Rocky. It's like a reboot of Rocky. It does it's like when Rocky, which that's the character that Sylvester Stallone plays, which he was really good in this movie. Rocky coaches Creed's son, basically Apollo Creed's, and he coaches his son, which is played by Michael B. Jordan. Oh my gosh, I keep messing up on this video. Let me just start over again. Rocky coaches Apollo Creed's son, which is played by Michael B. Jordan. And he was a really good actor in this movie also. All the actors and actresses in this movie were awesome. This movie was just amazing. It's just like Rocky, but a little bit different. It's just like when it comes to the boxing scenes, it's very intense like Rocky. But it felt like that these boxing scenes were a little bit more intense than Rocky, or the movie Rocky, Because I saw it on the big screen. Maybe that's because you could tell that my face was red because the fight scenes were really intense, like the movie Rocky. It's just a reboot of Rocky. So if you loved Rocky, you're gonna love this movie. Also, this is like a drama movie, and I'm not gonna tell you drama because it's kind of a twist. But I'm gonna prepare you for something. The beginning is extremely slow. So, if you don't like slow beginnings and you really love Rocky, just bear with it. But I'm just getting you prepared. Because in the beginning I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to see Rocky train Apollo Creed's son. I was like so hyped up, but then you have to wait like about 30 minutes for it, and you're like, oh, I just want it to happen. But I still thought that was my fault because I was just too hyped up for the movie. So it was my fault. But I'm just preferring you guys that before you watch this movie, I'm just going to tell you that the beginning's really slow. So just be prepared for the slowness. But if you already saw this movie and you're like, oh my gosh, the beginning was so slow, but then after the movie you're like, yeah, I think it was my fault because I thought that the beginning was slow and I was too excited for actually the main story just to begin, like when Rocky actually trains Apollo Creed's son, and it's like your fault if you think that the beginning is going to be slow because when a beginning in a movie is slow, it's making a follow up to the characters. So that's why some movies need slow beginnings, because some movies need to have characters that you have to care for. So yeah, I think it's my fault for thinking that the beginning was slow and getting bored in the beginning, but it needed to be there because it needed to follow up the characters. So yeah, I would give this movie a 9 out of 10 or a 9.5 out of 10. I thought the acting was great. It was just so suspense. The final scene was amazing. And the drama in this movie is good. I just love this movie. It's one of the best movies of the year, and I prefer you to check this movie out. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and boy.